I think it's afternoon catnapping time, and he's upset I woke him up. Bobo. Bobo. He has the ugliest meow. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Gloria and thank you so much for clicking on today's video. Today we'll be talking about some plants that I brought back from the dead. Honestly, they were on the brink of dying and now they are doing okay. I wouldn't say thriving, but they are surviving. Ooh, that kind of rhymed. We have an honorable guest today who's giving us the silent treatment, Mr. Bobo. He doesn't even want to say hi. He just has his butt facing us, but that's okay. We'll try to ignore that. So if you guys haven't done so already, make sure you subscribe to my channel so you don't miss out on any of my new videos. And yeah, let's just jump right into today's video. Okay, so first up we have this Hoya, which, surprise, surprise, we brought back a Hoya from the dead. Since Hoyas are mainly in my collection, there's gonna be a couple Hoyas I will be showing you guys today. So first is this Hoya Australis Lisa. This one, honestly, you might think it looks the same as how it looked when you last saw it, which was probably 2 years ago. But what happened during this 2-year period was I had to chop up this plant into small little pieces, maybe like 4 or 5 pieces, because of a massive mealybug infestation. And there were mealybugs all over the leaves, all over the stems, all over everything. So I chopped it up into a few pieces so that it's a bit more manageable. And then I cleaned every single leaf with some pesticide, some water, some like literally my fingers rubbing all the mealybugs off. I tried my best and I re-rooted each piece directly in soil, which is what it's currently grown in. I was a little lazy to kind of root it in other substrates like water or moss or leca. I wanted this to be a low maintenance plant and I just stuck it directly into soil, those pieces. Obviously not all the pieces survived. There's like 3 pieces in here, so a couple of them died quite quickly. It just turned yellow and just died off, so I pulled them out of the pot, and afterwards only one decided to shoot out new growth. So that's this plant right here. The other 2 at the bottom just kind of stayed stagnant and looks like decoration. Down there, it's not doing anything. It hasn't done anything in like 2 years, but this single one grew maybe like 6 or 7 leaves. So pretty happy about that. It's doing pretty good. Although it looks like it hasn't done anything, it's gone through quite the journey, and it's now a little bit better. I don't see any new mealybugs, and it's just thriving in a north-facing window and just sitting on a windowsill away from everything else. It's kind of dusty. Has a bunch of cat hair on here, but that's okay. Yes, so this one is the Hoya Australis Lisa. Very cute still. I remember when I got it as just a, I think 4-leaf cutting, and it's grown a lot since then. Next up, I have this Orchid, which is a Phalaenopsis. As you can see, it's not doing too hot. This guy, I think, was actually just burnt from too much light. It was under my grow lights that were on for too long. I think I usually keep my grow lights on for like 8 to 10 hours a day, like all year round, just because I have a north-facing window. There's a bunch of plants that just need more light than what a north-facing window provides. So this one was under the grow lights, and I think it was just too strong for it. Phalaenopsis don't need that much light. Yeah, just burnt all the leaves. It had originally, I think, 3 or 4 beautiful leaves. They all died. Despite all of that, it's still pushing out a new flower. Look at that bud. So beautiful. Can't wait for this to bloom. I believe the flowers should be purple if I'm not mistaken. This Phalaenopsis is called the Phalaenopsis Bellina Cerulean. Hopefully I'm pronouncing that right. I got this from Crystal Star Nursery maybe like 4 years ago, and their plants are just really healthy to begin with, and it was definitely just my own growing conditions that made it, you know, die. Almost die. Let's not say die. It was on the brink of death. I've since moved it away from the grow lights, and now it's doing a lot better. I think it just did not need so much light, did not need so much warmth, did not need all that much care, and it just will do fine on its own. So sometimes less is better in terms of plants. Moving on, we have the third plant, which is another Hoya. This Hoya had its mealybug infestation a little more recently. My Australis Lisa had it maybe like a year to a year and a half ago, so it's since recovered and is doing great. Versus this guy, I only discovered it, I think last week or the week before, where the vines just were covered in mealybugs. So what I had to do was first unravel this very, very long single plant. Can you believe it's a single plant? Like just single stem. Single plant, I had to unravel this very long piece off of the trellis, which took me half an hour. And I cleaned each individual leaf until my hands really hurt. It literally took that long. I, sprayed some pesticide on it. I cleaned it off with some water and soap. I did all the things, and hopefully this guy will not be infested with mealybugs anymore. I didn't want to wrap it back on the trellis nicely and securely until I was sure that the mealybugs were gone, just because it was so much work to unravel it. So I just very loosely tied it around this trellis again, just to kind of keep it all together. I will hopefully not have any more mealybugs. Yeah, this one also got a bit of sunburnt under my grow lights. I think my grow lights are just a little too strong, or it was growing too tall and touching the actual light, which might have caused that, because the other leaves look like it's fine. There's only 2 leaves that kind of really got burnt. Yeah, this one's the other one. A little burnt. Leaves are not perfect. Plants are not perfect. There's going to be some burnt spots, some brown spots, some random bite marks from bugs. Hopefully not, but yeah, these things happen, and that's what makes it pretty special. And we gotta love them for how they are. So that one is plant number 3. The last plant I want to show you guys is a Scindapsus. This guy used to be so luscious. It was so big. However, it was a little bit kind of leggy still, kind of like how it looks like now, but it was significantly longer. I would say it was like 6+ feet long for each of the vines, but it decided to get root rot. And the number one reason roots rot is from overwatering. And this is what happened. We overwatered this plant. We kept watering it every single day. Honestly, I should not say we. It was definitely my mom. But she watered it every single day. It was not in a very highly sunny area, so it didn't really dry out ever or required all that water. So yeah, it decided to get root rot, and I had to chop it all up and reroot it in water. So I rooted a bunch of pieces, what felt like 30 pieces in water. Not all of them survived, but a good majority of them did. Yeah, I replanted it back into the pot, but I think I want to do that again, even though I don't think it's having root rot. It's just looking a little sad on the top. There's not many leaves there, and it's just a little bald looking. So I do want to propagate some of these pieces and plant it back in, just so it looks more full, and maybe get rid of this piece here that has absolutely no leaves but clearly roots because I cannot pull it out. I think I need to give this one a little makeover, but it did survive, and I've had this plant for what feels like 3-4 years now. Not too mad about it, but also not super happy about it. So yeah, that one is the Scindapsus. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Kept it pretty short. Just went through 4 plants that I brought back from the dead. Comment down below if you have plants that you're trying to revive or you have recently revived. I'd love to know. Everyone has their own stories in terms of what happens with their plants, but these were what happened to mine in the past. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and maybe next time Bobo will actually show some face. Bobo, can you say hi, please? I think it's afternoon catnapping time, and he's upset I woke him up.